Hey everyone, welcome back to Everyday Tech Explained. Today we're going to dive into something that can really change your digital life. A NAS or network attached storage.
Right.
Imagine having all your files and photos and movies, even your own personal cloud, all neatly organized and accessible from anywhere.
Sounds pretty great.
Sounds pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, it really is. A NAS is like a Swiss Army knife for your digital world.
Okay.
And we're going to unpack all the cool things that it can do based on this great article from XDA.
All right.
About 8 smart ways a NAS can simplify your digital life.
Before we get into it, if you find this deep dive helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more Everyday Tech Explained.
Please.
It really helps us out.
Yes, it does.
Okay, let's jump in.
Right.
One of the biggest headaches with digital stuff is backups.
Oh, for sure.
We know we should back up our computers and phones,
Absolutely.
but who actually does it consistently?
Right, and that's where a NAS can be a game changer.
Okay.
It can automatically back up all your computers, whether you're on Mac or Windows. You can even back up important files from your smartphone. The article mentions Synology, a popular NAS brand, and how their active backup for business can actually create a full image of your PC on the NAS.
So something goes wrong, you can basically restore your entire computer to exactly how it was.
Exactly.
That's incredible peace of mind.
Absolutely. It's like having a rewind button for your entire digital life.
Wow.
But backups are just the beginning.
Okay.
What really blew my mind is how a NAS can actually replace those expensive cloud storage subscriptions for photos and videos.
Wait, so no more paying monthly fees for Google Photos or iCloud?
You got it. Think of all those precious family photos and videos taking up space on the cloud with a NAS. You can store them all locally in their original quality without any compression. You have complete control over your data.
Wow.
The article highlights Synology Photos as a great example.
Hold on, is it really a complete replacement?
Well,
what about sharing photos easily with family?
Sure.
Or mobile editing? Those are things I use Google Photos for all the time.
Well, those are valid points.
Yeah.
Synology Photos and other NAS photo management systems do offer sharing features, and some even have basic editing capabilities.
Okay.
It might not be a perfect one-to-one replacement for everyone.
All right.
But it gives you much more control and could potentially save you a lot of money in the long run.
That makes sense. It's like having your own personal photo library that you control.
Exactly.
And you can decide how you want to share and manage it.
Yeah.
But what about accessing those files when I'm not at home?
Right?
That's one of the main reasons I use cloud storage.
And this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
A NAS can act as your own personal cloud, giving you access to your files from anywhere in the world. You basically create a secure connection to your NAS at home and can access everything just like you would with a cloud service. It's like having the convenience of cloud storage, but without having to trust your data to a third-party provider.
So I can be traveling, open the app on my phone, and access files stored on my NAS back home.
Exactly.
Just like I would with Dropbox or Google Drive.
Exactly. And you wouldn't have to worry about data caps or those pesky storage limits that cloud services often impose.
Wow.
Synology, for example, has its own app called Synology Drive that works just like Google Drive, but everything is stored on your own NAS.
Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal here.
Yeah.
It's like combining the best of both worlds, the control and privacy of local storage, with the convenience and accessibility of cloud services.
For sure.
And speaking of convenience, I've got to ask about one more thing. Yeah? We all spend a ton of money on streaming services these days. Is there any way a NAS can help with that?
This is where it gets really exciting. Imagine having your own personal Netflix running right off your NAS, filled with all your movies and shows, no more monthly fees, or worrying about your favorite content disappearing from the platform.
Well, hold on. You're telling me I can ditch Netflix and Disney Plus and just stream everything from my NAS. How does that even work?
It's all thanks to this amazing platform called Plex.
Okay.
Think of it as software that transforms your NAS into a powerful media server.
Right.
You load up your movies, TV shows, even music, and Plex organizes everything beautifully complete with artwork and descriptions just like Netflix.
So I can rip all my Blu-rays, store them on a NAS, and then stream them to any device in my house.
Exactly. And the best part is most NAS devices, especially ones from brands like Synology and QNAP, support Plex natively. It's super easy to set up. Plus, modern NAS systems are powerful enough to handle 4K video decoding, so you can enjoy your movies in stunning quality. You can even set up user profiles for everyone in the family.
Okay, that's seriously impressive. It's like having your own private streaming empire. But what about security? We're talking about storing a lot of sensitive data on these NAS devices.
Right.
How safe is it, really?
That's a crucial question. One of the biggest advantages of a NAS, especially compared to just using an external hard drive, is its resilience to drive failures. They use a technology called RAID.
Okay.
Which might sound intimidating, but it's actually pretty straightforward.
So if one of the hard drives in the NAS crashes, my data is still safe.
Exactly. Think of RAID like having multiple backup singers for your data. If one singer forgets the lyrics or hits a wrong note, the others are there to keep the song going. RAID basically creates redundant copies of your data across multiple drives in the NAS, so even if one drive fails, you won't lose any of your precious files.
That's a fantastic analogy. It definitely makes RAID less scary sounding, so the more drives you have in your NAS, the more backups of your data you have, right?
Yeah, precisely. You can choose different RAID configurations depending on your needs and how much risk you're willing to tolerate. It's all about finding the right balance between storage capacity and data protection. But even a basic RAID setup provides significantly more protection than a single external hard drive.
That peace of mind alone is worth a lot. I've had external drives fail on me before, and it's not a fun experience.
And remember, we've only scratched the surface of what a NAS can do. There are even more capabilities we haven't touched on yet.
More? Okay, I'm intrigued. What else is this magical box capable of? Okay, spill beans. What else can a NAS do besides all this awesome stuff we've already talked about?
Well, how about hosting your own website? Or running your own email server?
Wait, seriously? I can have my own website and email all running off my little NAS at home. That's wild.
It might sound crazy.
Yeah.
But it's totally possible if you have a small website like a portfolio or a blog. Even a mid-range NAS can handle it without breaking a sweat. A lot of them even support WordPress, which is super popular for building websites.
So I could have my own domain name, like myawesomewebsite.com, and it would all be hosted on my NAS.
You got it. And for email, you can set up your own server and have addresses like you at yourdomain.com. It's a great option for people who are really privacy conscious and want more control over their data. Plus, you basically get unlimited storage for your emails, which is a nice perk compared to some online services.
I'm starting to think there's nothing a NAS can't do. It's like the ultimate DIY tech project. But I have to admit, it all sounds a bit intimidating. Is it really something a regular person can set up and manage?
That's a common misconception. Setting up a NAS has become surprisingly user-friendly over the years. Most manufacturers have really intuitive interfaces and step-by-step guides to walk you through the process. Plus, there are tons of resources available online and helpful communities where you can get advice and support.
So you don't have to be a tech wizard to get started with a NAS?
Not at all. It does require a little bit of research and patience, but honestly, it's no more complicated than setting up a new router or a smart home device. And once you have it up and running, it's pretty much smooth sailing.
Well, this has been a truly eye-opening deep dive into the world of NAS. It's clearly way more than just a simple storage device. It's like a personal data center that can handle everything from backups and file sharing to streaming and even website hosting.
And the best part is it can be tailored to your specific needs and budget. You don't have to use every single feature, just pick and choose what makes sense for your digital life.
This has been Everyday Tech Explained. We hope you learned a thing or two about the amazing capabilities of NAS devices. What do you think? Are you already using a NAS, or maybe you're now thinking about getting one? Let us know in the comments.
And if you are in the market for a NAS, be sure to do your research and find one that fits your specific needs and budget. There are options for everyone, from casual users to serious tech enthusiasts.
Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the world of everyday tech. We'll see you next time.